Welcome to another Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I am Benjamin, and today I'm going to share with you a follow-up video to two previous videos that I've highlighted here on my channel. Some time ago, I shared a video when a mini hoard of $1,000 and $500 bills came into the local coin shop where I spent some time enjoying my hobby. And I shared a video with you, and several people were impressed, and I had some positive comeback, but I had some feedback that uh, kind of annoyed me in my feelings. I'll admit to being a little hurt, but accusations were made that I didn't know what I was talking about, that the notes were not real, and that I should defer to their numerous years of experience in numismatics. Well, I have my own numerous years of experience in numismatics, and when the $1,000 bills came back, and they were all authentic, I shared a follow-up video with you, and I've since heard nothing from the people that had something to say with the thousands, and so I don't expect to hear anything, but I'm going to keep my word anyway, and I'm going to show you the 500s that have come back, and every one of them came back authentic. So there is a score now, and that score is 100 me and 0 thee. So I'm pretty excited, and I love the notes, and I still hope I can shake hands with you someday, and we move beyond that distasteful and unpleasant interlude. I want to share these notes with you, and I want you to enjoy them, and I apologize for my somewhat haggard and sleepy appearance, but school has started back up. I am a middle school librarian, and it is difficult to get all these materials to classrooms, and then the hardest thing is learning the names of all these new kids when they come in. But it's a delight, and I'm going home with a happy tired. So bear with me as I share with you the $500 notes that have come back, and enjoy their authenticity and their nice condition with me. If you're ready, we will begin. And here we go. We have some $500 bills for you. I'm going to share them with you from low grade to high grade. There was a number of low grade, and I wouldn't say these were all problem free, but they were all authentic. And when I say problems, there might have been a tear in the lowest grade and ink in marks, but also there was an annotation on one of the notes. But by the time we get to the higher grade of this mini hoard, we have some nice pristine notes. Any one of these notes would be nice in a collection as one of the rarely seen banknotes here in the United States. We're going to start with a 1934 Federal Reserve note of Richmond in very fine condition. And I believe they're going to designate this one with some ink right there and an internal tear. So if you look here, there's some minor ink issues and an internal tear. Our next note is a $500 1934A Federal Reserve note of Kansas City. It is also a very fine 30, and you can see a little bit of ink right there. And sure enough, it has a designation of stamp ink. Our choice very fine 35 note of 34A with the Federal Reserve being that of Chicago has annotation. Do you see where they wrote an additional number right there? I believe they've designated that as an annotation note. I like the backs on these. There's a beauty in the simplicity of some of these older designs, and I enjoy the galoshes. I don't always appreciate the galoshing on a note, but these are pretty nice. We're up into the 40s now with an extremely fine 40, and this is a 34A Federal Reserve note of Richmond. And it has a stamp. You can see that stamp at the bottom. So I'm sure the designation is stamp ink, and sure enough, there it is. All right, we're looking at an about uncirculated 50. This is a 34A Federal Reserve note of Chicago. And we have a note that at first said stamping, and I was looking at the stamp ink, and I'm like, where is it? Well, they stamped it so beautifully that it just almost adds to the frame around President McKinley. I didn't even notice it at first. But there we go, a stamp ink designation. We're up at about uncirculated 53 and another 34 Federal Reserve note of Richmond. And I don't think this note's going to have any designations. It looks crisp and clean, but I need some caffeine. And sure enough, right there on this note, there is absolutely no designation. A nice, beautiful $500 bill. And looking at this one, this is a 55 about it circulated with an EPQ over here, which stands for something to do with paper quality. I don't know what the E stands for. Extreme paper or excellent paper quality. I don't know. Let's check it out in a minute. But here we have a 34A Federal Reserve note of Richmond, about uncirculated 55. And when we look at the back, the E does not stand for extreme or whatever the other word I said. It stands for exceptional paper quality. Wow. Isn't that great, y'all? I love numismatics because sometimes you see the neatest things when they just show up over the counter of your coin shop. And when you go to a coin club meeting, they show up there too. I also wanted to take a second and let you know, those of you who are enjoying the American Numismatic Association show that's in Chicago right now, will be able to enjoy the American Numismatic Show at this time next year in Oklahoma City, my hometown, and you will be able to see me on the bourse floor. My good friend's going to be chairing the show, and I expect and hope that you are all able to come out to Oklahoma City where I can meet you and shake your hand. I'm Benjamin. This is Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. Please cuss or discuss, like, and share my my channel. And maybe if I ever become beautiful, you'll start seeing more of my face. However, I've been told I have the perfect voice and face for radio, so you may just hear me from now on. But you guys do have a jewel of a day.